Alright, here we go. I just want to showcase this duel because this is against Drytron. Next up, we're going to showcase a duel against Tri-Brigade. Show you how to defeat Tri-Brigade. It's super easy. We're going to max C the Nova. Try to get some draw, draw power. Hopefully he doesn't have a call by the grave. If he does, then that means our other hand traps are going to go off. So we draw into another max C. They activate the Zeta. Add the ritual spell. He tries to send a Ben 10. So then I chain the monster. I chain DD Crow to the monster. He wants to special summon, so he can't special summon it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I banished the Ben 10 so he wouldn't add it back. And then I knew that I had the effect Veiler for the Fafnir, so I let him make the Fafnir, and then I'm gonna use the effect Veiler. Right? Now his effects are negated. I'm still drawing cards, mind you, off max C. So then he just sets 2, ends his turn. That's all you gotta do against Drytron. Don't let the Fafnir resolve, because then they're gonna start ritual summoning out the ass, and you don't want them to keep recurring Ben 10. So then I draw Tenki, activate Tenki, get out the Thoroughblade. I got so much Zoos in hand that it's gonna make me the Borbo like super strong. And then I drew a Lightning Storm, and I have a Call by the Grave to stop whatever hand trap he's gonna try to throw at me. So like I literally pull the nuts, but that's like the crazy thing about pure Zoo in this deck list right here is that you pull the nuts every hand. I attack straight for 4100. Then in the next turn, I make Zeus. And I'm sticking to the game plan. I'm not allowing him to recur Ben 10, and I take all his monsters, send him to the graveyard. Which might be a bad thing in certain instances, because now he has a lot of fuel in the graveyard for his ritual summoning. But I had the Skullmeister, you know what I'm saying? And the Call by the Grave. So now I'm going to chain Call by the Grave to banish the Ben 10. So this turn he can't use any Ben 10 effects. And then in the second chain link, it's going to negate the Zeta. So he can't ritual summon from the graveyard. Or from the hand or whatever. So then he does it again, and then I don't have the max C. So now even though he has he tried all he can to special summon, once he finally gets a chance to do it, now I'm gonna draw cards off of it. And he adds that fucking crazy ass card to his hand. And I'm fine, because even if he somehow ousted Zeus and shit like that, I have a Lightning Storm. So now I'm drawing. I got more. Now I got a Cosmic, I got Ash Blossom, and then I used the last 2 materials on the Zeus to clear the board again. Now I just get a Zoo and it's game over from here, because all I gotta do is bring back the Whiptails from the graveyard, and that should be enough to kill him. So use Tiger Mortar's effect to attach the Thoroughblade, and my opponent surrenders. It's that simple. The reason why this deck is so amazing going second is because all the decks in the meta want to go first and do their combo and set up their board. And if they don't have Call by the Grave, and you just draw a bunch of hand traps and stuff, you're gonna win every time. Now this is the next duel I had against Tri-Brigade. I think this was Tri-Brigade Zoo. This is the reason everybody's saying this is the best deck of the format. I actually commented on Gabriel Vargas' YouTube channel, and I asked him, what do you think about pure Zoo? Because in his list he has Tri-Brigade Zoo as the best deck. And I understand going first, it could set up a crazy board, but literally every time I play against Tri-Brigade Zoo, I don't allow them to make that board. All you gotta do is stop the normal summon. Don't let them recur cards from the graveyard or add cards from the graveyard. So if you have Skullmeisters and stuff, you're gonna see right now in this duel right here. This was a little bit tougher. It usually lasts only like 2-3 turns when I play Tri-Brigade Zoo. So then he does that, sends the kit. I use the Skullmeister so that he doesn't add anything. Negates the kit. I draw 2 Skullmeisters. The amazing thing about Skullmeister is not once per turn either. So then now he normal summons the Tri-Brigade to make this. He's trying to get the Revolt. He makes the Rugal, and then the Revolt's in the graveyard. I Skullmeister the rampant Rampage or whatever. So he can't get the Revolt. So he's literally just gonna sit on this Rugal right here and pass. He has nothing else to do. And I'm a Lightning Storm it because I want to clear the board. Now Tenki. I was gonna search Ram, but I decided to search the Whiptail just so I could do more damage. This is gonna, just like the last game, this is gonna bring up my Borbo to like 4100. So then we're gonna activate. We're gonna use Tiger Mortar. I don't think a lot of Tri-Brigade Zoo players play Nibiru, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just gonna keep going. So now we're gonna add that. And now we're gonna attack for 4100. Main phase 2, we're gonna make Zeus. I was gonna try to make Drytron, but I just feel like, I just wanted to be able to clear the board. Usually, if I know what the player's playing, like if they're down to 1 card, I'll make the Drytron, because all you gotta do is pop the normal summon. So then he uses Tenki to add the Thoroughblade. Then he activates 1 for 1. This is the first time I've seen this. sending the kit to, I guess it's a pretty good play. But he's gonna get his search now. With Nerval on the field though, but once again I have the effect Veiler, so once he tries to banish the monsters to get to, he's gonna try to bring out Shurig too. Effect Veiler. Now they can't do nothing. Now they banish all their cards, and he's sitting on a fucking Nerval in defense mode. And if he tries to do this, like with the Durblade, like I knew he was gonna try to do this and then go into Borbo, but I'm just gonna clear the board. Like he's not gonna be able to attack me. And then now he brings out the Nerval, and before I have a chance to let him use his effect, I use the other two materials to clear that. So in his graveyard, it's all his resources, and he hasn't even been able to attack me. You know what I'm saying? So then I draw Pot of Desires into another pot, which is bad. Attack for 3,000. Now he's down to 900, and I set the pot in the middle to make it seem like it's an imperm, but it's really just a Pot of Desires. He normal summons Rescue Cat, which is amazing because I got the Max C for it. So I'm gonna get to draw. And remember, Max C is not about how many monsters your opponent summons, it's about the amount of times. So if he Pendulum, he brought out 2, I still only get to draw 1 card. And it is a Monster Reborn. But then I draw the Ash for the kit, man. I know he was sick for that, bro, because look what he does next. His kit never resolved. None of his cards in the graveyard resolved. He just decides to kill himself. Oh man, it didn't even matter because I had Monster Reborn for next turn. I was gonna bring back anything and just attack him for game. But yeah, man, this is